There are a couple ways to answer this question, and I think the best way is just to get back to basics. We understand that we have a line and we have a quadratic here, a parabola. So if we can kind of visualize very rough sketches of what's going on, we might be able to get the answer. And that's certainly easier than kind of setting all this stuff equal, using the discriminant, which you can see in some of my other videos. Let's just try to keep it simple. So first and foremost, we don't have a good line at the top. X plus y equals k is not the kind of line that I'd like. What I need to do is subtract x from both sides so that I have a line that's in y equals mx plus b form. When I do that, I have y is equal to negative x plus k, where k is functioning as the y-intercept. And we can kind of compare that to y equals kx squared minus 2, where the y-intercept for the parabola is negative 2. So I'm going to highlight both of those numbers because they're going to be really helpful for us as we sort through all of this. So let's take a look at what all of this means. So I'm going to just try choice A and see, like, well, what would a graph of choice A look like? Well, if I had the line, which I'll do in green, that's going to be a y-intercept of 2, so that's up here, and then a negative x slope. So it's going to kind of just go right diagonally down, just like this. That's my line. Now, in purple, I'm going to do the parabola. So that is going to have a y-intercept of negative 2, which is down here, and k is going to be positive. So that means that my parabola in both A and B is going to look like this, whereas in C and D, because it's negative, it's going to open upside down. So if we think about it, I don't know exactly where all this falls, but no matter what, if I have a parabola that's opening up into this line, it's going to intersect it 2 times. There's no way to avoid it. But what I want to happen is I should have highlighted that. There should be no solutions. That is what I want. This has 2 solutions, so this is not going to work as an answer choice. So okay, let's just keep going. Let's try some different values. Let's go to B. If I do choice B, same thing. We've got some y-intercepts to contend with. So now my y-intercept is 1, and my slope is still negative, so it's still going to do this. And my parabola has a y-intercept of negative 2 still, so I'll kind of go down here, but it's still going to open up. So the same problem is going to happen where it's going to have 2 solutions, so it's not going to work. It's got 2 points of intersection. I need 0. So let's try C. Now we're going to flip the order of the parabola here. So C is going to look like this. We're still going to have a line with a negative slope, but now the y-intercept is negative 1, so it's going to look something like this. And my parabola has a y-intercept of negative 2, but now it opens down. So it looks like this. Now look, it's possible that it does intercept it once. I don't know enough yet, but I can't pick this, but I at least see that there's a possible way to draw this thing where it doesn't intersect. It's close. So let's take a look at choice D and see what this thing looks like. In this case, now we have a y-intercept of negative 2 for the line, so that's going to still be a negative slope, going to look something like this. But look at, the parabola also is going to have a y-intercept of negative 2, so of course they're going to intersect at least once, and it's probably going to intersect twice. They'll be close together, but it's still 2 solutions. So there you go. That's our proof. That's all the proof we need that choice C is right. This is a very rudimentary way to do this. It's not like the most mathematical thing in the world, but this is the benefit of a multiple choice test, is that we only have limited options. So we can just test those options and see what happens. And we do need to know all of these skills, even for less advanced questions on this test, because we need to know how lines work and what the equation means, and we need to know how parabolas work and what their equations mean. And in this question, we just took it all together, and we were able to draw really quick sketches and see with our own eyes what it means to have no solutions and no intersections. Tough question, pretty easy solution.